When people are occupied.
When people are occupied.
Resistance is justified.
Resistance is justified.
When people are occupied.
When people are occupied.
Gaza, 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 Gaza,
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine.
We don't want no Tuesday!
We don't want no Tuesday.
We want all of it!
We want all of it.
We don't want no Tuesday!
We don't want no Tuesday.
We want all of it!
We want all of it.
1, 2, 3, 4, occupation no more!
1, 2, 3, 4, occupation no more.
5, 6, 7, 8, special settlers sign a state!
5, 6, 7, 8, special settlers sign a state.
Let's do this again like last time. Quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, occupation no more!
1, 2, 3, 4, occupation no more.
5, 6, 7, 8, special settlers sign a state!
5, 6, 7, 8, special settlers sign a state.
1, 2, 3, 4, occupation no more!
1, 2, 3, 4, occupation no more.
5, 6, 7, 8, special settlers sign a state!
5, 6, 7, 8, special settlers sign a state.
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine.
Free Palestine!
Free Palestine.
From New York to Gaza!
New York to Gaza.
Globalize the Intifada!
Globalize the Intifada.
From New York to Mexico!
New York to Mexico.
All the walls have got to go!
All the walls have got to go.
From New York to the Philippines!
New York to the Philippines.
Stop the U.S. war machine!
Stop the U.S. war machine.
Stop the U.S. war machine!
Stop the U.S. war machine.
Stop the U.S. war machine!
Stop the U.S. war machine.
Stop the U.S. war machine!
Stop the U.S. war machine.
From New York to Gaza!
New York to Gaza.
Long live the Intifada!
Long live the Intifada.
Long live the Intifada!
Long live the Intifada.
Long live the Intifada!
Long live the Intifada.
Intifada! Intifada!
Intifada. Intifada.
Long live the Intifada!
Long live the Intifada.
Intifada! Intifada!
Intifada. Intifada.
Settlers, go back home!
Settlers, go back home.
Palestine is ours alone!
Palestine is ours alone.
Settlers, go back home!
Settlers, go back home.
Palestine is ours alone!
Palestine is ours alone.
Settlers, go back home!
Settlers, go back home.
Palestine is ours alone!
Palestine is ours alone.
I say the first part, you guys say the second. Settlers, go back home! Settlers, go back home!
Palestine is ours alone.
Settlers, go back home!
Palestine is ours alone.
Palestine is ours alone!
Palestine is ours alone.
Palestine is ours alone! Make some noise! What do we want? What do we want? What do we want it?
No.
If we don't get it, if we don't get it, if we don't get it, shut it down! Shut it down! Zionism will fall. Free our martyrs. Free our martyrs. Louder though. Free our martyrs. Free our martyrs. Zionism will fall. Free our martyrs. Free our martyrs. Zionism will fall. Free our martyrs. Free our martyrs. Zionism will fall. Zionism will fall. Zionism. 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 Israel. 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 Zionism. 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 Israel. Israel. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. No justice. 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 If we don't get no justice, then
They don't get no peace.
if we don't get no justice,
They don't get no peace.
if we don't get no justice,
They don't get no peace.
if we don't get no justice,
They don't get no peace.
if we don't get no justice,
They don't get no peace.
from New York to Gaza,
From New York to Gaza,
globalize the Intifada.
globalize the Intifada.
From New York to Gaza,
From New York to Gaza,
globalize the Intifada.
globalize the Intifada.
From New York to the Philippines,
From New York to the Philippines,
stop the U.S. war machine.
stop the U.S. war machine.
From New York to Mexico,
From New York to Mexico,
all the walls have got to go. From Bay Ridge to Gaza,
Bay Ridge to Gaza,
globalize the Intifada.
globalize the Intifada.
Let's do this one together. From Bay Ridge to Gaza, globalize the Intifada. From Bay Ridge,
To Gaza,
globalize the Intifada. From Bay Ridge,
to Gaza, globalize the Intifada.
Bay Ridge to Gaza,
Globalize the Intifada.
Bay Ridge to Gaza,
Globalize the Intifada.
Bay Ridge to Gaza,
Globalize the Intifada.
Bay Ridge to Gaza,
Globalize the Intifada.
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 Intifada, Intifada.
Intifada, Intifada.
Long live the Intifada.
Long live Intifada.
Intifada, Intifada.
Intifada, Intifada.
Long live the Intifada.
Long live Intifada.
Settlers, go back home.
Settlers, go back home.
Palestine is ours alone.
Palestine is ours alone.
Settlers, go back home.
Settlers, go back home.
Palestine is ours alone.
Palestine is ours alone.
Settlers, go back home.
Settlers, go back home.
Palestine is ours alone.
Palestine is ours alone.
Settlers, go back home.
Settlers, go back home.
Palestine is ours alone.
Palestine is ours alone.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Occupation no more.
Occupation no more.
5, 6, 7, 8.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Special settler side of state.
Special settlers side of state.
Special settler side of state.
Special settlers side of state.
Judaism, yes. Zionism, no. The state of Israel will fall.
Yes.
Zionism, no. The state of Israel will fall. Judaism, yes.
Zionism no. The state of Israel will fall.
Judaism, yes.
Zionism no.
The state of Israel will fall. Judaism, yes.
Zionism no. The state of Israel will fall.
Judaism, yes.
Zionism no.
The state of Israel will fall. Judaism, yes.
Zionism no.
The state of Israel will fall. Judaism, yes.
Zionism no. The state of Israel will fall.
Judaism, yes. free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. And we will free Palestine.
We will free Palestine
Within our lifetime.
within our lifetime.
And we will free Palestine.
We will free Palestine
Within our lifetime.
within our lifetime.
There is only one solution.
There is only one solution.
Intifada revolution.
Intifada revolution.
Intifada, intifada.
Intifada, intifada.
Long live the intifada.
Long live intifada.
Resistance is justified when people are occupied.
People are occupied.
Resistance is justified when people are colonized.
People are colonized.
من المياه للمياه فلسطين عربية
Palestine عربية.
ومن المياه للمياه
Palestine
فلسطين عربية.
عربية.
From the river to the sea,
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
From Bay Ridge to Palestine, all these walls have got to go.
All these walls have got to go.
From New York to Gaza, globalize the intifada.
Globalize the intifada.
From New York to Gaza,
New York to Gaza.
globalize the intifada.
Globalize the intifada.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Long live Palestine.
Long live Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Long live Palestine.
Long live Palestine.
This is not acceptable.
This is not acceptable.
Jerusalem's our capital. This is not acceptable.
This is not acceptable.
Jerusalem's our capital. Stop the U.S. war machine. For Palestine and the Philippines. It is right to rebel. Israel, go to hell. I said it is right to rebel.
It is right to rebel.
Israel, go to hell. Free, free Palestine.
Free Palestine.
Long live Palestine.
Long live Palestine.
Settlers, settlers, go back home.
Settlers, go back home.
Palestine is our home.
Palestine is our home.
Settlers, settlers, go back home.
Settlers, go back home.
Palestine is our home.
Palestine is our home.
We don't want two states.
We don't want two states.
We want 48.
We want 48.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Long live Palestine.
Long live Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Long live Palestine.
Long live Palestine.
From the river to the sea,
From the river to the sea.
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
And occupation is a crime.
Occupation is a crime.
From New York to Palestine,
New York to Palestine.
occupation is a crime.
Occupation is a crime.
From New York to Palestine,
New York to Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, Palestine عربية. Palestine عربية.
okay, all together. 1, 2, 3, 4, occupation no more.
1, 2, 3, 4. Occupation no more.
5, 6, 7, 8, smash the settlers, Zionist state.
5, 6, 7, 8. Smash the settlers, Zionist state.
1, 2, 3, 4, occupation no more.
1, 2, 3, 4. Occupation no more.
5, 6, 7, 8, smash the settlers, Zionist state.
5, 6, 7, 8. Smash the settlers, Zionist state.
Occupation is a crime.
Occupation is a crime.
From New York to Palestine.
New York to Palestine.
Not just annexation, not just occupation. Fight for liberation, bring the whole thing down. Not just annexation. You're committing genocide! Israel, you can't hide! You're committing genocide! Israel, what do you say? How many kids did you jail today? Israel, we know you! You imprison children too! It is right to rebel! Israel, go to hell! Israel, we know you! You imprison children too! End detention! Stop the crimes! Israel, out of Palestine!
Look at all the cars out for Palestine. All the community members out. We know it's been hard. It's been hot. You guys are getting tired. But we're going to make the next right on 74th Street. Before we wrap up in the end, take a group picture. Show Gaza that we stand in solidarity with them. Show all of Palestine that we're in solidarity with Palestine. And that we will be out here on the streets of New York City whenever they attack our people in full force. We're going to keep marching till the end. And at the end, especially during these last few moments of the march, I want you to be as loud as possible. I want to see your Gaza signs. If you have a Gaza sign, put it up. Let's see how many Gaza signs we have in the crowd. And if you don't have one, you want one, come to me. I have more right here. We're going to keep chanting, especially because of the massacre that is ongoing in Gaza. We don't know if it's over, if they will continue to kill people. Actually, we know that it's not over, because even if they don't kill people today, tomorrow, this week, or this month, they're going to keep doing it as long as Israel exists. It is a threat to our people. As long as Israel exists, Palestinians will keep dying. As long as Israel exists, we will continue to face injustice. So as long as Israel exists, we will continue to protest it, because we know that it's not an actual thing, it's not an actual place, it's not an actual state. It's a time period that we're going through right now. And Palestine was there before it, and it will be there after it, and it always was and is and will be Palestine. So we're going to wrap up shortly after we turn the right on 74th back onto 5th. And we're going to stop where we started. But I want to hear you guys as loud as possible for the last few minutes of this march. From New York to Gaza!
New York to Gaza!
Globalize the Intifada!
Globalize the Intifada!
New York to Gaza!
New York to Gaza!
Globalize the Intifada!
Globalize the Intifada!
New York to Gaza!
New York to Gaza!
Globalize the Intifada!
Globalize the Intifada!
Intifada, Intifada!
Globalize the Intifada!
From the river to the sea,
From the river to the sea,
Palestine will be free.
Palestine will be free.
And I just want to make a quick shout out. If you guys look to this church on my right, on your left, this is a beautiful church in the community that let us paint the banners that you guys are holding here in the front. They always give back to the community, not just the Palestinians, to so many different communities. And we're lucky that we have churches, mosques, community centers, everybody, Christians, Muslims, Jewish people out here for Palestinian liberation. So let's show some love to the church, make some noise. And this is one of several churches in Bay Ridge that have created space for the Palestinian cause. And when you're done today, on your way back home, if you're taking the PQE, if you're driving by, look out for Muslim Community Center on 53rd and 3rd. From above, you can see a big sign that says Free Palestine, where they also let us put that up. Because we have the people on the side, and the people united will never be defeated. And there are
Not another nickel, not another dime. If we don't get it, if we don't get it, if we don't get it, I can't hear you guys. If we don't get it, if Assad doesn't get it, if Palestine doesn't get it, if our people don't get it, what are we gonna do? What will we do? What will we do? Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut it down! Shut Israel down! Shut Israel down! Shut Israel down! Shut Israel down! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Settlers, go back home! Palestiners are so alone! Settlers, go back home! Palestine is our home! Settlers, go back home! Palestinians are so alone! Settlers, go back home! Palestinians are so alone! 1, 2, 3, 4, occupation no more! 5, 6, 7, 8, smash the settlers, Zionist state! 1, 2, 3, 4, occupation no more! 5, 6, 7, 8, smash the settlers, Zionist state! We're gonna be making a left on 74, my right, your left, left on 74. Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! I want to see how loud you guys can get. Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Free, free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! We will free Palestine! Within our lifetime! We will free Palestine! Within our lifetime! Free! Free Palestine! Free, free, free Palestine! Resistance is justified when people are colonized! Resistance is justified when people are colonized! And what do we want? What do we want it? No justice? No justice? If we don't get no justice, 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 then Israel gets no peace. If we don't get no justice, free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Free, free Palestine. Free, free, free Palestine. Judaism, yes. Judaism, yes.
Ready to rock higher. ready for tomorrow.
Oh my God. Now I'm not sure I'm going to go tomorrow. Well, maybe Monday. But I want to go tomorrow to Times Square. That's like a special place.
We go now and
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah.
From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. We will free Palestine
They should
within our lifetime. We will free
make it
Palestine
great. That would be nice.
within our lifetime.
Support Palestinians by supporting our resistance. Support Palestinians by standing with our resistance. Support Palestinians and our resistance. Support Palestinians and our resistance. Support Palestinians and our resistance. Support Palestinians
Yeah.
and our resistance. Support Palestinians and our resistance. Support Palestinians and our resistance. Palestine will be free. By any means necessary. Palestine will be free. By any means necessary.
Why are you going
Every inch of
tomorrow? No.
Palestine.
I'll see you there.
Within our lifetime. Every inch of Palestine. Within our lifetime. Every inch of Palestine must be decolonized. Every inch of Palestine will be decolonized. Respect our existence. Or respect our resistance. Respect our existence. Or respect our resistance. Respect our existence. Or respect our resistance. We will free Palestine within our lifetime. Every inch of Palestine within our lifetime. Every inch of Palestine will be decolonized. New York to Gaza. Globalize the intifada. Brooklyn to Gaza. Globalize the intifada. Globalize the intifada. Intifada, intifada. There is only one solution. Intifada revolution. Judaism, yes. Zionism, no.
fall. Free our martyrs.
Freedom all, Zionism will fall.
Free our martyrs.
Freedom all, Zionism will fall.
Free our martyrs.
Freedom all,
Zionism.
will fall.
Free our martyrs.
Freedom all,
Zionism will fall. Free our martyrs.
freedom all, Zionism will fall.
Free our martyrs.
Freedom all, Zionism will fall.
Free our martyrs.
Freedom all, Zionism will fall.
Hey, hey, ho, ho. Israel has got to go. Hey, hey. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Hey, hey, ho, ho. We don't want no Tuesday.
We don't want no Tuesday.
We want 48.
We want 48.
We don't want no Tuesday.
We don't want no Tuesday.
We want 48.
We want 48.
From Bay Ridge to Gaza.
From Bay Ridge to Gaza.
Globalize the Intifada.
Mobilize the Intifada.
From Bay Ridge to Gaza.
From Bay Ridge to Gaza.
Globalize the Intifada.
Mobilize the Intifada.
From Bay Ridge to Gaza.
From Bay Ridge to Gaza.
Globalize the Intifada.
Mobilize the Intifada.
From Bay Ridge to Gaza.
Bay Ridge to Gaza.
Globalize the Intifada.
Mobilize the Intifada.
From New York to Gaza.
From New York to Gaza.
Globalize the Intifada.
Mobilize the Intifada.
Globalize the Intifada.
Mobilize the Intifada.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
If we don't get no justice.
Then they don't get no peace.
If we don't get no justice.
Then they don't get no peace.
If we don't get no justice.
Then they don't get no peace.
If we don't get no justice.
Then they don't get no peace.
No justice.
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 No
No justice.
peace. No peace.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine!
Free, free, free Palestine.
Free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free, free Palestine!
Free, free Palestine.
Free, free! Free, free!
Palestine.
Free, free!
Palestine.
Louder! Why are you guys sleeping now? Free, free!
Palestine.
Free, free!
Palestine.
Free, free!
Palestine.
Louder! Come on! Free! Free!
Palestine.
Free, free!
Palestine.
Free, free!
Palestine.
Free, free!
Palestine.
Now Palestine! Palestine!
Palestine. 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 Palestine.
Say it like you Intifada, intifada. Globalize the intifada. Intifada, intifada. Globalize the intifada. Long live the intifada. Long live the intifada. When Palestine is under attack, what do we do? I can't hear you. What do we do? When Palestine is under attack, what do we do? What do we do? When Palestine is under attack, what do we do? What do we do? So free, free Palestine! Free Palestine! ومن الميال الميال فلسطين عربية من الميال الميال فلسطين عربية وبدنا نحكي على المكشوف صهيوني ما بدنا نشوف وبدنا نحكي على المكشوف صهيوني ما بدنا نشوف وباب الأقصى من حديد ما بيفتح الشهيد وباب الأقصى من حديد ما بيفتح الشهيد. And we will free Palestine within our lifetime. We will free Palestine within our lifetime. So free, free Palestine. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. And free, free. Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! Palestine! Free, free! And Palestine!
نفديك يا فلسطين. الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر الله أكبر. لا إله إلا الله والشاهد حبيب الله. لا إله إلا الله والشاهد حبيب الله. لا إله إلا الله والشاهد حبيب الله. غزة 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 أعلى أعلى غزة
ongoing Nakba. We must always keep in mind those who are paying the ultimate price for our liberation struggle, our martyrs and our prisoners, and our martyrs who continue to be prisoners after their death. We post about people like this, about the brave Palestinian people resisting annihilation and genocide by any means necessary all the time. If you look to the wall on your left, there is a bunch of photos of some of the most recent Palestinians who have been genocided, who have been ethnically cleansed by the Zionist genocidal Israeli state. It's important that we remember that these commemorations are not just a relic of the past, something that we're sitting together and remembering. It's an ongoing struggle. It's an ongoing struggle that we also all have a responsibility to be a part of. As people who are not directly living under the bombs, bullets, checkpoints, and so many things that Palestinians have to face daily. If anything, it's our responsibility to be even more loud and more strong in our support for Palestine. And as we stand here, I want us to remember another Palestinian martyr, Khader Adnan, who was a Palestinian resistance leader imprisoned by the Israeli government in Israeli prisons over and over and over again. And he waged hunger strike so many times. Years ago, I remember people would do the saltwater challenge, which when Palestinians are hunger strike, all they have is salt and water to stay alive. Palestinians have gone hundreds of days on hunger strike. There are Palestinians who spent over 100 days not eating. And Khader Adnan was one of those Palestinians who recently was killed by medical neglect in Israeli prisons because they knew he was demanding his freedom through a hunger strike, and they didn't give it to him. And he died. He was killed by the Israeli prisons and the Israeli state. And after his death, right now, his family can't have his body back to bury him. So he was a prisoner in life, and even in death, he continues to be a prisoner. He is just one of many Palestinians. The reason I mentioned his name is because he's one of the most recent and a resistance leader. So I want us to remember the names, the faces of the martyrs on that wall. Take pictures of them, share them. We're not just here, to party and be happy about Palestine. That's not the reason we're here. The reason we make noise is to get attention, to bring it back to our martyrs, to bring it back to our struggle. And as we all know, as people living in the U.S. in the belly of the beast, this country is especially invested in Israel's existence. And it was Joe Biden himself, a so-called liberal Democrat, who said, if there wasn't an Israel, then we would have had to create one. Because we know that Israel exists as a military base for the U.S. in the Middle East. Everyone was talking about thoughts and prayers for Syria and Turkey when the earthquake hit. But what about the man-made disasters, not the natural disasters? How many of you know that Syria was bombed 8 times since the earthquake by Israel? But it's only a disaster worth mourning if it's a natural disaster, not a man-made disaster like we see every day. So remember that in the U.S., when you pay your tax dollars, the reason we say that chant, your tax dollars decide who funds genocide. Remember that millions of dollars go to Israel every single day, $10 million. That's not an exaggeration. I know it sounds like a big number, but that's not an exaggeration. $10 million of your tax dollars just for weapons goes to Israel. And more than that goes to other things. But I'm talking about 10 million just for weapons alone goes to Israel from your tax dollars. When you buy something, when you pay your taxes, that ends up as chests in the bullets of Palestinian children. Are you okay with that? Are you okay with that? Yeah. Anybody who doesn't speak out for Palestinian resistance and supporting Palestine is okay with that, because unless we make it clear that we're against this, then we're letting the U.S. speak in our name and use our tax dollars to fund Palestinian genocide. So it's important that we keep that in mind. And remember, that the U.S. is also invested in our occupation. The U.S. is invested in our oppression. So this is why it's especially important for us living in the U.S., living in a city like New York City, the belly of the imperialist beast, for us to make this known. And Palestinian political prisoners don't only exist in Palestine, they also exist in the U.S. The Palestinian movement has been attacked by the U.S. government for years. And there are currently Palestinian prisoners, like the Holy Land 5 Foundation, three out of the 5 continue to be imprisoned, wrongfully imprisoned, since 2008. For what crime? The crime of sending money to orphans in Palestine. The crime of taking care of Palestinian children and families who have been bombed by Gaza, who have lost limbs, who have lost their livelihood, who live without electricity, who live under siege and blockade. And the Holy Land Foundation didn't just provide support to Palestine, but humanitarian efforts across the world, even here in the U.S. When the Oklahoma City bombing happened, the Holy Land 5 were on the front line, not just donating money, but donating their own blood to American citizens. And where are these people? Where is the movement for Palestinian liberation for them? They continue to be in prison to this day. They are grandfathers. They have families. So when we stand out here and support Palestinian prisoners and demand Palestinian liberation, it's also important to remember that there are Palestinian prisoners right here in this very country. And without the support of U.S. imperialism, Israel could not exist, because our resistance would have taken them out a long time ago. If you see any of these signs about Free the HLF-5, the organization that I just talked about, whose leaders were wrongfully imprisoned and continue to be in prison, look at one of these signs and scan the QR code. There's more information on our website on how to get involved. And before we break, I want everyone to hold up any sign, flag, anything you have as high as possible. We're going to take a group picture, group video, to show the world that we came out here for Gaza, for Palestine, for the Nakba, and we will continue to come out here until every single inch of Palestinian land is free, is liberated, is returned, and that we return to our homes and we get there by any means necessary. And one more thing, we got a request to do Jannah, Jannah one more time as a uniting chant for our struggle and to bring it back to the spirit of the Palestinian resistance, because this is what they sing in Palestine during these protests, during these difficult times. Jannah, 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 Tislam ya watanna. Jannah, 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 Tislam ya watanna. Ya watan ya habayyib, ya butrab al-tayyib, ya watan ya habayyib, ya butrab al-tayyib. حتى نارك جنة، حتى نارك جنة، جنة جنة جنة، اسلم يا وطننا، جنة جنة جنة، اسلم يا وطننا، يا وطن يا حبيب، يا بتراب الطيب، يا وطن يا حبيب، يا بتراب الطيب، حتى نارك جنة، حتى نارك جنة، جنة جنة جنة، تسلم يا وطننا. جنة 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 تسلم يا وطننا، يا وطن يا حبيب، يا بتراب الطيب، يا وطن يا حبيب، يا بتراب الطيب، حتى نارك جنة، حتى نارك جنة. Thank you everybody for coming out. If you have a Gaza sign and you want to keep it, that's yours to keep. If you have a sign and you're going to throw it away, please don't do that. Give it back to us on this truck. We'll bring them to the next protest. Amana, if you have a sign, like the ones on the poles, you can keep those too as long as you bring them back at the next protest. But if you're not sure, put it back on this truck. If you want to keep the Gaza posters, keep them. Any flags, anything on poles, please try to return them at the back of this truck here. Thank you so much.